Today, I'm gonna do an unboxing of my shower caddies. I had to get new shower caddies because the shower caddy that I had before broke. She broke. She has actually been hanging on by a thread for a while, but I had a shower caddy in the corner of my shower. It was pretty cute, and it was like 3-tier. Basically, she was, one second. Because it was one of those caddies that like you have to maneuver in a way so that it gives slack, so that it stays. We decided to fasten it with epoxy, and it was working very well for like the first 2 years. And then I guess this year it was fighting for its life and it wasn't able to stick. So we ended up having to retire it. It kept falling in the shower. I think it even ripped some of my shower curtain, like the liner of the shower curtain. So we had to retire the shower caddies. I mean, it's not really a flex to unbox shower caddies, but I don't know. Maybe it'll inspire you to clean your bathroom or something. Or I was also going to film myself cleaning my bathroom, but then I thought, girl, nobody want to see your musty, crusty bathroom anyway, so you guys don't need to see that. I will hang up the shower caddies. You guys will see me hang them up now that my bathtub is clean, now that my bathroom is clean, and I will unbox them right now. I don't want to sit on that. Hey, we're back. I decided to move locations so you guys can see me unbox the shower caddies, but bro, this vlog is gonna be so boring. My life isn't interesting outside of what I rant about. That's why I'm always ranting about other things. Yeah, my life isn't really like that interesting to, you know, follow. It's kind of like an everyday, like you just live your best life, you know? Every day just do your best. Quick story time about these. So I had to order a second round of these bad boys because the first set of shower caddies I ordered, same brand, mind you, I ordered 2, okay? So one for me and one for my partner. So one was missing the soap dispenser, both were missing the 3rd shelf, and then both were missing the little adhesives to stick onto the tiles. So I had to return these with UPS and buy a new version. So hopefully the caddies that I have now have all its pieces. Looks like they do, but we'll see. Yes, it has everything. Yeah, they really just sent me a box of shower caddies with missing parts, expecting me to go to town. So yeah, you have your adhesives, 3 adhesives, mind you, okay? You have your soap dish, okay? Which I'm not really a fan of because it doesn't match the white shower caddy. I was hoping that if I got a soap dish, it would match the shower caddy itself, but it doesn't. So I don't even know if I'm gonna be using the soap dish, but hey, it's good to have it. I like that they included a soap dish this time. And then we got these 2, which I guess you can also hang up like loofahs and scrub dishes and rinsers. So, and then we got the 3 shelves. Hey, yeah. So there's that one. Whew. All right, opening up the 3rd one just to make sure that I have everything, and then you're gonna watch me hang it up. And I have to tell you, I am not comfortable on the edge of my bathroom seat as I thought I would be. Not that I'm surprised. Ooh. All right. And we got the adhesives and the 3 shelves. Okay, so good news, very good news. So this time, I had both shower caddies with all items. So with all items included for assembly, so that's pretty good. I guess now would be a good time to talk about how I'm doing in life. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm like frustrated. And the reason why I'm a little frustrated is because at my friend's wedding this past weekend, one of my college buddies, we're all like still pretty good friends, so I was able to see them at my other friend's wedding this past week. And one of my college buddies was like, hey, you're pretty nervous, what's going on? What I told him was, you know, I'm nervous about work, and I'm frustrated about work, and it's always on my mind, and I'm worried about getting laid off again. You know, those are all valid reasons. I'm nervous about all of those things, right? They're always swirling in my mind, like, is this my last day? If I don't perform up to par at work, are they gonna cut the cord? But what I really wanted to tell him is that the reason why I look nervous is because I am contemplating my life and frustrated over the fact that I don't even know if I'll be able to have a wedding in the next 5 years or even in the next decade. And I'm a big 3-0 right now, like I'm 30, and I just don't see myself getting married anytime soon.
Hey guys, Editing Access here. So I want to be clear here. It's not that I don't see myself like spending a long time with my partner or not getting married to my partner. It's more or less like the idea of having like a big extravagant wedding doesn't seem feasible right now in my current life with how expensive everything is. And also the idea of marriage and the idea of the relationship changing since you guys are bonding and creating a union together. That's kind of intense for me. And also factoring in the divorce rate is so high that you have to figure out the logistics of signing a prenup and renewing the prenup every X amount of years depending on the assets, and just the technical financial aspect of being married and how you're divvying up finances, and if y'all are even equally yoked or aligned throughout the entirety of the marriage. I just don't want to get to a point where I don't want to put a lot of effort into something only for it to fall apart or to get into a divorce, even though it's common and normalized. It's just something I don't want to waste my time with. But yeah, these are just like the overall thoughts I have when it comes to marriage and why I'm hesitant about doing it. I want to be very exact and sure about the decision I make with someone I'm supposed to be spending the rest of my life with, or I would like to spend the rest of my life with.
I also don't see myself down like having kids and doing like the family thing, the family cosplay for like at least a decade, and that's 40. And by the time you hit 35, you have geriatric pregnancies, and that's a whole can of worms I don't want to open up. I do have family members who've had kids in like their 40s and their kids are fine. So I don't know, maybe they might change the age of geriatric pregnancies. I do believe that if you keep yourself healthy enough, it won't be harder to have kids. But just sharing some personal information. Wow, this is going to be a trauma dump. But I don't know if this is vulnerable or not, but the last time I went to the gynecologist, they did an ultrasound for me and they found fibroids. They found like really small baby fibroids. And they said, they're small, sometimes they can disappear, sometimes they can grow. We're gonna keep an eye on them now and we're not gonna remove them because you might wanna have kids. And if they get any bigger, then we can start talking about our options. But for now, if you're considering having kids or you that's still on the table, you wanna keep them in your uterus, I guess. And I thought about that and I was like, damn, that kind of sucks because fibroids are very painful. I don't want them to grow. Hopefully they don't get too big, but also at the same time, they could kind of affect my reproductive health, how sexually active I want to be, if I have kids, how complex the pregnancy is, or just like general pain in like my uterine area, you know what I mean? I don't want that. And it just kind of sucks because now I have to make these big decisions of, okay, they're small, so they're not growing, but if they do get bigger, now you have to like figure out, okay, so do you want to have kids and then get the fibroids removed? Or do you want to wait and see how the fibroids pan out, if they like shrink, Hopefully they do shrink and go away because fibroids are common, but it just kind of reminded me that like I'm getting older and I still feel like a 16-year-old. Like I still feel like a 16, 15-year-old, 19-year-old just trying to figure it out in the world. I feel like the pandemic shaved off a lot of experiences I was supposed to have because we were all inside for 2 to 3 years. I was happy for my friend. I was happy that he was married and he was getting married, but I was just kind of sad because I just don't know if I see that for myself. I don't know if I see that in my future. I don't want to feel trapped with the idea of having a kid and having that kid be my responsibility. And then I give up on my own dreams or end up resenting the kid in the process. Like I just don't want that to happen for me. And there's just so many things I want to do that are unfulfilled that I don't even know if I would be able to do if I had a child. But the idea is nice, and it's probably going to happen in like my late 30s. And another non-negotiable is I ain't having nobody's baby unless there's a ring. Unless there is a ring, no. I'm not trying to be your baby mama. I think it is terrifying that there are some men out here who use the idea of being a baby mama or convincing a woman to be their baby's mother as a trap to keep them in their life and in their orbit forever. I think that is terrifying. I'm a hopeless romantic. I know what it's like to have super low self-esteem and to not advocate for yourself and, you know, more or less stand up when okay? People don't understand that when you're vulnerable, it's so easy for someone to take advantage of you, yeah? And like take advantage of your vulnerable state and your kindness and your ability to care. And I just pray to God every day that I just don't fall into that category of woman who is convinced that just because he's not marrying me, I'm still his BM and that's gonna be okay, and he loves me, it's just now is not the time, marriage is a contract, I don't wanna be restricted, shambles, blah, 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 excuses, excuses, excuses. No, I am not having anybody's baby unless I'm married. And I just hope that nobody like convinces me and manipulates me into wanting to have their baby with the false promise of getting married. The way some men think in that regard, not all men, but think that it is like a flex to bring another human being into this world illegitimately, when you know you're probably not even gonna take care of that kid to begin with. Oh. And the vitriol, see, and this is what sends me, it's like the vitriol some of these men have today, and we've seen it with like the manosphere, right? Towards women, towards their mothers, who actually thugged it out and stayed because they had no choice to take care of your raggedy ass when your dad was nowhere in sight. Like, no, that cannot be me. That cannot be me. You are not whispering sweet nothings in my ear and telling me how badly you want me to be your baby's mother, okay? No, you will marry me first before we even think about having that conversation. And like trying to convince me and coax me to get me off of birth control, hell no. Hell no. And let this be a word of advice to some of you ladies out here who are like, you know, living your best life and being sexually active and whatever, okay? Get on birth control. It's not cute to have a baby. It's not cute to think that like this dude is your one and only, and if he has like 4 or 5 other BMs, you're gonna be the special one. Okay, no. If you wanna be freaky deaky, if you wanna smash and dash, if you just wanna have a healthy sexual relationship with your partner, please just get on birth control. It's not even worth it. Especially in this time where abortions aren't even like legal, technically. Yeah, just advocate for yourself, advocate for your sexual health, get on birth control. Okay, so now I'm gonna put my caddy shirt on. Yeah, but I'm just feeling a lot of concern about where I'm gonna be in the next 5 years, because I'm older now and these years are crucial. They always say that your 20s are the years where you have to have it all figured out, and they just need to be really honest with all of us and let us know that you will not have it figured out here for 20s. Some of y'all will, but for the most part, in your 20s, you're supposed to mess up. Anyway, as I was saying, don't get pregnant, ladies. Not unless you're ready. Okay, so they got me little instructions. All right, step 1, clean wall before use. Okay? Clean wall before use. Okay, so let me move this. Here's a quick bathtub tour, okay? I'm gonna give you a tour of my bathtub. This is probably the extent of what you see in my apartment. But this corner right here is my corner. And I'm thinking this corner over here can be my partner's corner. Like this side, but like this here, my corner, okay? You know what I worry about? Like, I'm doing this vlogs for the first time, and I'm a fully grown adult, so this shouldn't bother me, but it does. How many people are actually viewing this video that I know and are like, Exes, this is so cringe, what are you doing? Like, you're sitting on your toilet, putting together shower caddies. Nobody wants to see this content. This is super cringe, what's going on? I wonder how many people think that. Like, people I know in my real life who are just unsupportive. I know it's like such a negative thought to have, but sometimes I think about it. I think about the type of content I'm putting out. I really do worry about, I'm not taking a shit the way that I'm just sitting on my toilet because I'm in my bathroom, but I do worry about like all the people I know in real life who are watching this and are like, what the f is she doing? And then also at the same time, I don't really care, because anybody who's sitting here watching this video and it's like, what the fuck is she doing? Oh wow, she looks so different. What happened? Like, she really let herself go. They're all haters. And this is another life lesson, folks. the haters, okay? Just do it, all right? Or you're gonna be miserable and depressed and working a 9 to 5 that doesn't give you any reward whatsoever and can probably let you go in less than like an instant, all right? So while I'm sitting here insecure, sitting on my toilet, fastening shower caddy mounts onto my bathtub, okay? I know that it might be cringe now, but it'll be worth it in the future. So yeah, kids, just do what you love, do what you want, keep sticking to it, and it might bring you success. And don't get pregnant. Okay, so here's my thought process for the shower caddies now that my bathtub is a mess. So I'm gonna mount them along the tile lines, okay, and use that as a measurement. So hopefully they stay, and I have enough space to hang stuff up without it bumping into each other. So here goes my thing. Oh, it is stuck on there. I should have probably done like a measurement to see how much space. Oh, I put it on upside down. Damn it. Oh, I know it stays. Okay, so I put it upside down, but it stays regardless. So I think I'm gonna put the next one upside down too, so it stays. I was worried. But see how it looks? See the shower caddy? Yay. Okay, so here are what the shower caddies look like. This side looks a little bit more messed up because the backs of the shower caddies aren't lined up. I didn't know that you could fasten the backs part of the shower caddy to the attachment and then press them back onto the wall and have them stick that way. I thought you had to put the attachments on first, have them stick to the wall, wait, and then put the shower caddies on. But yeah, that's what they look like. They look pretty sturdy. I might move this down. Here. Yeah, but there we go.